What's good with y'all? Young boys to go back at y'all with another video, man. You already know the fuck going on. We back with another video, man. So today I got a special video for y'all today. This one is called the David story. What we know so far. Now I don't know who this David dude is. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I be doom scrolling on TikTok, man. I be doom scrolling on TikTok, so while I'm doom scrolling, I keep seeing this David dude talking about like he hit a body in the car, or not even he hit a body in the car, but they found a body in his car. So I'm seeing a lot of people on TikTok crying like he gotta be somebody, like. So, and then I got on YouTube, I see his name again, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to watch this video. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna react to this video on YouTube. So we're gonna watch this shit together. I don't know his story. Some of y'all don't know his story either. But until then, let's do this montage, man. You know what time it is, bro. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Hey, if y'all want a video of me like showing y'all how to roll like papers, like this video, bro. I can make a video showing y'all how to roll, for real. So that's if y'all want to know. If y'all don't give a fuck, bro, y'all can go watch somebody else, bro. But if y'all want to see me show y'all how to roll the paper the easiest way, like the video, man. But let's get straight to the video. All right, got my blunt ready. Let's go.
TMZ is reporting that the car is linked to the popular singer David. The LAPD towed the car from the yard after gathering evidence at the scene. They say the car was reported abandoned in the Hollywood Hills about 5 days ago.
Now I want to talk about this recent story that's gone viral involving David, written d4vd. If you're not familiar with the name, David is a young New York-born, Houston-raised singer who first blew up on TikTok a few years back. He dropped a song called Romantic Homicide, which became a viral sensation and eventually landed him a record deal. Since then, he's carved out a lane for himself, has his own wave going, and is a very successful young man. He's not exactly the biggest mainstream artist, and I'd consider him more on...
That's why I don't know him, because I'm like, I've never heard of this David dude. How many monthly listeners he got? Hold on, let me check. Let me check how many months. He get 33 million. Damn, how come I never heard of him? I never heard of him. 33 mil? He gotta be pretty big. He's big.
The obscure side of the mainstream. But he
I see why this is a big deal.
He was obviously doing very well at the young age of 20 years old. Yesterday, some shocking news broke about him. According to reports, the LAPD found a body inside an impounded Tesla registered to Davidson. So this story has gone beyond viral, and it's got a lot of people confused about what's really going on. He's a young mainstream singer who's not known for being violent or, has any kind of like prior record or anything like that. And then now his name has been linked to a deceased body. I want to offer some good coverage to you guys on this particular story right here. And by the way, as you guys can see, my apologies for the setup. I'm currently in Berlin doing a little bit of traveling, enjoying myself. And I don't really have my equipment with me, but I do have to prioritize showing up for you no matter the circumstance. So
hey, gotta still grind, bro.
On this one, guys, okay?
Gotta
so here's what we know so far. Police say that the car was being held at a tow yard in Los Angeles, Hollywood, at around 12:30 p.m. on Monday. Around 12:30 p.m. on Monday, officers responded to calls about a foul odor coming from that vehicle. Apparently, a bunch of residents in the area had reported a very foul smell coming from a car, which was this car right here. And they didn't really think much of it until it was revealed what was really going inside the car. Now, someone eventually opened up the car and they discovered human remains inside a bag placed in front of the Tesla. It was
human remains, bro.
Was registered to a David Burke.
Not a whole human. Human remains. What the fuck?
David himself. Now, law enforcement say the vehicle had been at the lot for a couple of days before this particular discovery. This case is already making headlines because of who the car belongs to. I'm sure you can understand why this story is so big on social media right now. Like we stated, Dave.
I hope it wasn't him and the car was just in his name. Cause bro, if this is you, bro, say goodbye. Say goodbye.
So we know is a young dude who's making music, stays in his own world, and honestly, like, I don't know too much about him as a person, but from the very little that I do know, he's just a regular dude who happened to get a hit song. He got signed, and he's been lit ever since, okay? Now people are wondering, did that boy...
Shit, with 33 mil, you better be lit.
Is he on some Dexter Morgan, Bay Harbor Butcher type shit? If you know, living a double life. All jokes aside, there's some more info that did come in shortly after, and this is what that intel told us, okay? The LAPD confirmed that the body was found inside a bag in the front trunk of that Tesla, and it was already in a state of decomposition when police made the discovery. At first, nobody knew anything about who it might be.
Even if the car is in his name or not, first of all, It gotta be him, bro. No smart nigga will put a car in their name and give that shit to somebody else. Just for them to do shit like this? Just to put you in danger? If this is you or not, bro, I don't know. But this is crazy.
But now, officials have revealed that the remains actually belong to a woman. She's been described as about 5'2", weighing just 71 pounds with wavy black hair. She was wearing a tube top, black leggings, a yellow bracelet, and metal stud earrings. And here's a detail that really sticks out. She apparently had a tattoo on her right index finger that literally said, like, shh. Right now, investigators haven't released her name, and it looks like she had been dead for some time. The coroner is gonna be key in figuring out exactly who she was and how she ended up dying. Police are obviously planning to talk to the registered owner of the car, which is David, and I think they've actually spoken to him already at the time of this video. But as of right now, he hasn't put out a statement, and his team hasn't responded to these reports as well. And just to add to the chaos, on Tuesday, police actually found another body inside a different car in South LA. Now,
nigga, another body?
The two cases are connected, but the timing of all this is pretty freaking insane. Now, David himself, right, he's actually still on tour. He was just performing in Minneapolis the other day, and at least on the surface, he's continuing to do his own thing. But aside from the shows and the music, we've actually started to see some real-world consequences hit him almost immediately.
That's some crazy shit too. He can go to jail for life.
David was literally front and center on the clothing brand Hollister's website, modeling their new collab with Crocs. We're talking hoodies, sweats, Crocs, the whole rollout. His face and name were all over the campaign and on the website. But the second the story about the Tesla broke, gone, okay? Hollister quickly pulled the plug, swapped him out with another model.
He gave me a little Tekka vibe.
One of these very, I'm assuming, lucrative brand deals that he had just disappeared, right? According to TMZ, the LAPD were actually the ones who had to call David directly and tell him, yo, your Tesla is in impound with a dead body inside. And apparently he told them that he had no clue that any of this was happening. Right now, the reports are saying that he's fully cooperating with the police, which is a great sign. And despite everything, the show is
interesting,
still going on for days.
This is interesting. He's already talked to them. And he said he has no idea where that shit came from. So it gotta be one of his friends took his car or something, bro, and just go fucking do some stupid shit, bro. I don't know, bro.
David. Now, as for the car itself, okay, nobody knows if he loaned it out to somebody or if it might have been stolen. That part of the story is still up in the air. And really quickly for my international viewers,
I think it's stolen.
Let me explain what I mean when I say that the car was impounded, okay? That just means that the police or the city had
He too big to be doing stupid shit like that, though. So his car had to be stolen. Had to. But why the fuck would you steal a Tesla? You know how many cameras Tesla got? And you can watch that shit on your phone.
Towed away and stored in a secure
exactly
called an impound yard. Cars end up there if they're abandoned, blocking traffic.
It might not have nothing to do with him, but he know who got the car.
Tied to an investigation. In this situation,
it's a Tesla,
reports say David's Tesla
was the most computerized car you'll ever see.
Los Angeles. And then it got towed to the yard. And a couple days later, workers noticed a foul odor, so like a smell coming from the car, right? They checked the car, opened the front trunk, and that's when they found the body. Now, back to the real-world consequences for David. Hollister, the clothing brand, had him front and center on their website just a few days ago. Now, Hollister have not put out a statement, but it doesn't take a genius to connect the dot, right? I mean, these mainstream brands are not in the business of taking risks. And if they're working with David, it's because he gives them access to that young TikTok-driven audience that they're trying to
I've never seen this nigga on my TikTok.
That space is about quotas, image, and brand and connection, okay?
Until today.
Keep that in mind. But let's be clear, just because Hollister pulled him this has nothing to do with his guilt or his innocence, right? That's not how these companies operate, and pulling him from a campaign is strictly about optics, meaning how things actually look on the surface. And brands, they don't care about waiting for the truth, they care about protecting their image and keeping their audience comfortable, okay? Because that's how they survive. So the question right now, though, is what the hell is going on? Now, we want to make sure that we wait for the full story, okay?
Yeah.
We simply don't know what we don't know. With that being said, we can always draw our own conclusions based on the information that we have available. So my personal opinion and perspective on what I personally think happened here is that his car probably got broken into by somebody, or somebody
it's a
got
Tesla.
access to it and they took it. They stole it. That's what I think. And then somehow they got mixed up in something, which unfortunately led to the young woman dying, and she got put in the trunk of that Tesla. To me, this really looks like one of those cases that doesn't actually have anything to do with David himself. And just so we're clear, I'm not speaking as someone who, I don't know David. I just don't know this guy personally, anything like that, right? I can't vouch for his character, and I can't speak against it either. I literally only know 2 of his songs, and I've seen his face around in a few different places. That's about it. So I'm not here to paint him as an angel, and I I'm not here to demonize him either. I'm just looking at the situation for what it is, laying out the facts, and giving you my perspective on what I think might have happened here. Now, how the car actually ended up impounded, that's another story. I could not really tell you the details of how that even happened. All we know is what's being reported so far, and that it was left on the street, and then it got towed, and then now we're finding out this news that there was, dead body, somebody died. But putting two and two together, Los Angeles is a shit show. Shout out to LA, but getting your car broken into over there, it's like, what do you say? Like, it's guaranteed. It's like death and taxes guaranteed. Okay.
The Ryans are how the fuck do you steal a Tesla car? Bro, how do you steal a Tesla?
Some other shit in LA, and that's personally what I think happened. As for the woman, rest in peace to her. I don't know exactly what happened to this poor woman, but the details we do have paint a really tragic picture. She only weighed 71 pounds. That's extremely underweight. Maybe she was homeless. Maybe she had, maybe she was dealing with struggles, addiction, whatever. Not speculating, but you never really know, right? Or maybe she was attacked by whoever put her in that trunk, which to me sounds more believable, right? And honestly, it speaks to a bigger issue. Violence against women is still happening every single day.
That's just fucking crazy, bro.
In society, that's a whole nother conversation on its own.
Niggas are weird,
it's really
bro.
Heartbreaking to see that stories like this keep happening over and over to people in general, but especially women, because violence against women is like, it's growing in the world. If you guys don't know, right? You should know that. I'm wondering if she had any family who might have gotten in touch with law enforcement at this point. Whatever happens there, I'm generally sending.
There's no way, bro. We're gonna press this shit. There's no way, bro, y'all should hate. I mean, not even should. There's no way y'all would hate women that much, bro. No way, bro. Y'all do not hate women that much. I don't know what the fuck these niggas be.
My condolences to the family. This is a horrible situation for any loved one to experience, and rest in peace to the young woman, right? I personally don't think David is involved in this particular homicide, and honestly, I just would hope that he's not, since it wouldn't really make any sense. I mean, the young man is doing extremely well.
What the fuck?
I don't see why he would be, because if he was like a street rapper, which he's not, he's a singer, my alarm bells will be going off.
Why am I shit tripping, bro? Why am I shit tripping?
I don't know, street rappers are into the foolishness, okay? But that's not what we have here. In a situation like this, you just don't know what you don't know, and you simply gotta wait for the truth to come out. That's what you gotta do. It's the only right thing to do, and the only responsible thing for me to do, given the influence of my platform. And I urge all platforms who are reporting on a story to beware of making any accusations against this young man, okay? I don't think he deserves it, in my opinion, because none of us know what the hell is going on. Let law enforcement
stop saying that, bro,
because they will get to the truth, and that's one.
He's trying to be serious and then saying what the hell he like, bro. What the hell is sound funny as hell with what you're saying. Things about the police these days, by the way, they be getting to the truth, okay? Especially considering all the available technology. Just like a bank, there's so many ways to get it, and it's made it easy peasy lemon squeezy for them to find out what the hell is going on. Let's hope that this doesn't turn into more than a misunderstanding for David's part, and hopefully this young man wasn't getting into any foolishness in these streets, because he's 20 years old and he's this successful. He's already done what most people won't do in a lifetime at the age of 20, so it'd be a shame if the latter was the case, right? With that being said, I got a trip to get back to. Berlin is super cool, by the way. If you catch me in these streets, say what's up. But what do you guys think about this David story? I think you need to stop saying what the hell, bro. For real. You don't sound right. You don't sound right. But anyways, if y'all enjoyed that video, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and oh yeah, if y'all want me to do a rolling video to show y'all how I roll or show you how to roll, like the video, bro. Just like it, and I'm out.